just to get the anxiety away, right?
I ain't got none. Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to Travel with the Dawsons.
Welcome back.
Thank you guys for tuning in and watching our videos thus far. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. We're so happy.
Yes.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button down below.
You better do that.
So today we'll be talking to you all about how we met. It's a question over the 10 years that we've known each other, and nearly 5 years of marriage. A lot of people have asked this question: how did you meet?
That's like one of the most common question we get. Like,
yeah,
how do you guys?
How did you meet? Yeah. But you're gonna find out today. Right. So, wanna go first?
I think your perception of it might be better. So.
Well, there's your version, there's my version, and there's the truth.
So let's see. All right, so you give your version. Let's go, and then we'll see where we end up.
All right, I'll start, and you can chip in.
Yeah, I'll chip in. Cool.
All right, cool. So, when did we meet? Let me ask you that. See if you remember.
We met on the 13th of December 2009.
Okay, so December 2009, my family and I went to Jamaica. So for those who don't know, we are both Jamaicans. I was born in Jamaica and I moved to the UK when I was very young.
How old were you when you came to the UK?
That's irrelevant right now. Okay. I was young, very young. Yeah. So I was 2. I was 2, but whatever.
Still a baby nappy, right?
Yeah, but I'm still Jamaican. You can't take that away from me. I'm Jamaican to the core.
You're only Jamaican.
I'm Jamaican to the core. Okay, cool. So, December 2009, we had a family trip to Jamaica, and on the 13th of December 2009, I went to church, which this is the church I always go to when I go to Jamaica.
Best church in Jamaica.
In the parish of Trelawney. So again,
that's my home church. Big up Greater Highway Church of Christ.
In Carterwood, Trelawney.
All the people from Carterwood, Trelawney, big up yourself.
So again, for those of you who don't know, we are from the parish of
Trelawney. Usain Bolt to the
world. Yeah, so I went to church that Sunday. I believe I didn't go with my family, did I?
I think you were there alone. Yeah, you were there alone. I don't.
I went with a family friend.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened. I think I flew to Jamaica before my family, because I went out quite early before the Christmas.
From my recollection, I think your parents went to another church.
Really?
And you came to Carterwood Church.
I don't quite remember, but I don't remember my parents being there. But anyway, I went with a family friend to church, and I remember her telling me a story about someone in the church. We were making some connections with someone that we knew back in the UK, and she was saying, when we get to church, I'll point him out to you so you'll know who he is. Anyway, got to church. Sunday school happened.
Need some water for this.
Sunday school happened, and the choir went up. Tonio was on the choir, and he was towards the back. So when my family friend, my aunt, she was pointing to the guy on the choir, and she was saying, remember what we were talking about before? That's him. So I thought she was talking about you.
Yeah.
But it was actually the person standing in front of you. So you must have thought that I was...
So she was just there checking me out, like...
You must have
You're
thought.
in church checking me out.
Whatever.
Okay.
You must have thought, why is she staring at? Did you think that?
To be honest, no.
You didn't realize.
No, I didn't realize.
Okay, so I was there looking like, oh, okay, and because we were talking and maybe not pointing, maybe
I was checking you out, but I didn't know you were checking me out. So
I wasn't checking you out.
I was checking you out because I saw it. Well, I'll tell my virgin soon. Anyway.
Anyway, so she was pointing and saying that's the guy we were talking about. So I was like, oh, okay. So throughout the service, I was looking and, you know, not realizing that this was not the guy she was talking about. So that's how the first part of the story goes. Now your side.
All right, so the first part of the story for me was I'm always a bit, back in that time, a bit late for church.
Yeah, you were late. Actually.
So I came to church quite late. Maybe not that late.
You were still in Sunday school.
I got to church just in time for Sunday school. And
not
when
in time, you were towards the end.
Yes, I was about the end of Sunday school. And as I went into church, I saw this person who I've never seen before. I couldn't see the face, but just from looking behind, I could see that this person had long cream hair, processed hair. Cream hair, we call it in Jamaica. Processed hair.
Relaxed hair.
Relaxed hair.
Yeah.
In her back. I'm like, wow, that's really nice hair. And, you know, I was just kind of glued to this person. And all I could see was the hair, and I could see nice shoes, like the heels. Were you wearing quite tall heels? You call it long heels or tall heels? Was it?
Tall.
Tall heels.
I don't even say tall. It's high heels. Oh my god.
She was wearing high heels, and yeah, so I could see that the shoes were quite new. Did you just buy them?
You checked out all of that?
Did you just buy those shoes?
Well, I'm on holiday. You know, everyone who goes to Jamaica, you buy a whole suitcase.
So in Jamaica at the time, we would say that she looked clean. She was looking quite clean, you know, like she just looked like a foreigner. Yeah, we know the foreigner look. So anyways, I didn't get to see the face, so I sat just behind her in the service. And after a while, I realized that she turned around, so I could see a fraction of her face, and I was kind of really intrigued and wanted to see, who's this girl? Where's she from? Wanted to know more, something. So I started getting curious. Anyways, she didn't really pay much attention, so I didn't see her face properly. When I went up, basically, and we started service, and I was on the rostrum because I was, you know, on the choir, I could see you clearly from where I was. It's not, I wasn't reminiscing or anything, guys. I was being holy. But she caught my attention. You looked really beautiful, and yeah. So fast forward to church.
Wait, what did you think?
I just thought you were a really nice girl. Nothing more than that. I just thought you were a really nice girl, and you were new to the community. I've never seen you before, so definitely, I'm just generally a nice person. I wanted to kind of get to know you and just kind of introduce myself to you. You know.
Okay, so we had service. The service was amazing as usual because, well, we call it Carterwood, but the real name is
Carterwood.
The real name.
Greater Highway Church of Christ. Greater Highway Apostolic. No, Greater Highway Church of Christ. Christ Apostolic. My church name is very loud. Bishop, hope you're not watching this. Bishop, guys, I'm the Carterwood family.
So yeah, church was amazing, and after the service, you know, it's a family church, so a lot of people know me. So when I'm back in Jamaica, everyone's excited to see me and everything. So I was greeting everyone, and I remember you coming over to me, and you shook my hand. Hold my hand.
Yeah, I shook your hand very gently.
Yeah, you shook my hand, and he looked deeply into my eyes.
No, so I just said, bless the Lord.
No, you didn't.
I was like, bless the Lord. I was like, bless the Lord, sister. Nice to have you in church today.
Yeah, you did just like that.
Yeah,
you did like
bless
that.
the Lord, sister. Good to have you in church.
You did like that.
But it wasn't that long.
Yeah, you did. And guess what, guys? He never let go of my hand. So I was there shaking your hand, and you didn't let go.
Well, to be honest, I mean, at that time, I was available, you know.
So we
I was a
hands,
single man.
and he asked me, he was like greeting me, telling me like, nice to have me at the church or whatever. But he didn't let go.
But no,
So
I had no intention. I was just being nice, really. I didn't hold on to your hand that long. You felt like it was long. Maybe I don't know where your mind was.
No,
but my mind was still on Jesus because church
had just finished.
So my mind wasn't anywhere else, and I was leading testimony that Sunday.
No, you didn't.
I did testimony.
No, you didn't.
What did I do?
You gave a testimony.
Oh, I gave a testimony.
But you didn't lead it.
Oh, yes.
I remember you sung a song.
Okay. So let's fast forward back to where we were.
Yeah, so he never let go of my hand. So I was like, okay, this is rather long. But yeah, okay, great.
So we met then, we introduced. I didn't see you for a day or two.
Well, it was Christmas season, so for all of those in Jamaica know that Christmas season in Jamaica is amazing. There's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of church services. There's a lot of
festivities.
Events.
There's quite a lot of church
there's a lot of
activities.
things going on. And when I go to Jamaica, especially at Christmas time, I have to go to every single one of them because I love it. So there's concerts and all of it. I have to go. And
yeah, so what happened is that one night I went to one of the concerts that I normally visit. We normally go to these concerts just before Christmas Day. And so I went to this one in Wilson's Run. It's quite far away from my area. And I think me and my friend, my brother Mickey, we rolled. And we went there, and there this girl was again. It's like it's like my second time seeing her. I'm like, wow. I'm saying to myself, this girl is here again. So yeah.
I remember going to that concert with my dad. So at this point, my dad had arrived in Jamaica or wherever he was, not at the first time. He was with me this time. My mum wasn't there yet. She hadn't broken up from school, so she hadn't arrived in Jamaica yet. But me and my dad went to this concert. I can't remember who with. And again, I saw you. I remember I went outside. I think I went to go and get like soup or something. And I saw you outside. And again, there you were. And you were like, hey.
Yeah, so I was outside. I remember seeing you outside. But we didn't speak for long either.
No, it was kind of just passing again.
Brief conversation.
It was just like, hi.
Yeah,
nice
and I just said, hi.
Again.
So, where are you from Sunday? Oh, God bless you. That's it. I'm just that nice guy. I don't really push anything.
So again, we just kind of crossed paths again. And that was the second time. Yeah.
And the third time, wow.
Joking.
The third time we met in that it was a very short period of time. As we said, we had a lot of church event happening. The third time we met was Wilson Run. But now, what was Thompson Town? Their concert.
Thompson Town.
Yes.
I don't remember that one.
So yes, we met the third time at another church event, and we spoke briefly again.
Really?
She don't remember.
I don't remember that one.
She don't remember the ones that
I don't remember the Thompson, but that's quite possible because wherever it is, I'm there. So
yeah,
that's quite possible.
So after that, basically, that was the last time. But then fast forward to our Christmas program night.
Yeah, so we met the 13th. That happened in between, and then on Christmas Day at Carterwood,
we normally have our Christmas
concert.
program.
Yeah.
If you guys watching Kim and Michael and all those people, Mickey and all those people, you guys know how we used to do it. You know, Zoe and all those people, we used to dance and mash up the place and all those things.
So that was always the highlight of my Christmas trip. Christmas Day, going to Carterwood.
And
going to the concert. And again, I think that one you were hosting now. You and Mickey.
I don't think we were hosting it. We weren't hosting it. I was just a part of it, I think.
Okay. Well, you and Mickey had a section. I remember the whole place.
Yeah, Mickey and I, we were dancing and singing. Yeah,
the whole place erupted. So yeah, I remember that now. And the whole family was there. My brother was there, my mum, my dad. We were all there for that program. I don't know if you know this, but on that day, so was this the first time we meeting? Like properly. Anyway, on that day, my mum actually looked at me and said, "Oh, he's nice. He could be your husband."
Wow.
Did you know that?
I think I've heard it before, but hearing it again sounds good.
And I was like, okay, Mum, that's a bit extreme. I think so, yeah. I'm going to have to ask her again. But I remember her saying that. And then even when we got home that night, and she was talking to my aunt because all my family was at the concert, and they were all like, "Oh, that was a nice guy at church. Did you see him, Calesia?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about."
So at that time, did you started having a liking for me or anything?
No, but I noticed you.
You noticed me.
Yeah.
For me, it was quite mutual. I think I had a liking for you, but it wasn't anything
We had never
very
spoken.
strong. I just like it's just a girl that is nice. You look quite reserved and humble and nice. So yeah, you know. So yeah, I like your appearance. I like how you carry yourself. Yeah, and so after that, basically, after the night when we were finished, we spoke again, quite briefly.
Was that the night you?
That's the same night.
Yeah.
That's the same night. We spoke for a good time then.
A bit longer.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
it wasn't a long time, but we spoke briefly, and I asked you for your email address because I didn't have the confidence. I didn't want to look too pushy in a way. I didn't want to look like, oh, you're just all into just getting a girl's number. So I asked her for her email because I wanted to just kind of just get to know her. And you gave me your email.
Yeah, I feel like I was on holiday in Jamaica. I feel like if he asked me for my number, I probably would have said nah. But he asked for my email address, and I thought, oh, that's cool. It's just an email address. So I happily gave it over.
Yeah, and to be honest, at the time, I wasn't in a relationship, wasn't dating because I was dumped like 3 months before. So I was talking to this girl, and we were talking for like a year, and August of 2009, she decided to end the relationship. Maybe it's the first time I'm telling you about this. So yeah, one day Mickey would know a lot about this.
Yeah,
so,
I do know.
Yeah, so one day I got a call from her. She just said, you know what, I find somebody else and I'm not interested in the relationship. It was a long distance relationship. You know.
When you say long distance,
it's from Trelawney to Montego Bay. That's quite long. Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yeah,
well, it is when you're young.
Yeah, we're quite young. And yeah, that was a very challenging time for me because I'd invested a lot of time talking to this person and getting to know this person, and then that happened. So meeting you and trying to take it slow would have been something that I wanted to do. I didn't want it to rush in anything either. So asking you for your email wasn't a thing.
Wait, did you knew that I wasn't from Jamaica, right?
Yeah, I knew you weren't from Jamaica. Okay. But I still didn't want to be coming across too pushy or as if I'm trying to invade or because you're some foreign girl. I just wanted, to get, you like that. Because that's a stigma. When a foreign girl comes, everybody think, oh, everybody's just going for this foreign girl. But I don't want to have that kind of stigma attached to me. So I decided to ask you for your email. And so...
yeah, that was that. And I think, because I arrived the 13th, it was not long after Christmas that I left. So I think that's the last time. Yeah,
that's the last time we spoke.
Yeah, so not long after Christmas Day did I fly back to the UK. To be honest, I had it on my mind a couple times, like, oh, I wonder if he's emailed me. I wonder if he's emailed me.
Because come on, something must have standed up because we spoke a few times and we exchanged words.
Yeah, but it wasn't very long and it wasn't like an in-depth conversation where I'm going to be like, oh, this
and there was no exchange of I liking you or you liking me.
We just kind of crossed paths a few times. And then that last conversation on Christmas Day was a bit longer than the others. But there was nothing really. So yeah, I did kind of think, oh, I wonder if he's emailed me. But then when I arrived back in the UK, should we get to the juicy part?
Yep.
So I arrived back to the UK, and to be honest, I think it was the same day I arrived back.
Yeah, so you arrived back that day, and the strangest thing happened. Even to this point, we don't know. I mean, someone might know, but I don't know. One young man came to my house and took a number to me and said that this is her number. And I got the number and I stored the number in my phone. I was like, so I called their house phone or something.
It was my house number.
So I called her house number and
I remember my mum was like, Calesia, the phone's for you. I was like,
So she was like, how did you get my number? I'm like, someone took it to me. And she's like, I thought you sent the number for me to have it. And you were like, no, I did not do that. You asked for my email. So I was like, okay then. Okay then. So I don't know what magical thing happened. I don't know how it happened, but I got her house number from just a random young man just took it to my house. And
so you just took the number?
I took the number because I was interested in getting to know
I mean,
you.
he just took the number to you.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, that's that foreign girl's number.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
Just like, well, it might have called your name, but it's just like that. I can remember the guy walking down, he was just there. I don't know what God was doing.
I didn't leave my number with anybody to give. So obviously our families are close. Another fun fact is that, should we get there?
Go, sure.
Another fun fact is that my dad and Antonio's mum were in the same class at school. So we're from the same region. In
we didn't know all of that until afterwards.
No, we didn't know.
We found out all that out a long after.
Like maybe years later, we found that out. But that's a fun fact. But yeah, so I think the same day I landed back in the UK, I received this phone call, and I really can't remember right now, but we spoke for a while.
Yeah, we started talking, and we spoke that night. We spoke for a while. And then I was so, intrigued by speaking to her. She had this warm, nice, amazing spirit. And I love the British accent, even though I could not understand.
Did you really? I didn't know that.
To be honest, I think... Did I really love the accent?
I don't know. I remember how you spoke.
Yeah, you always say that you like how I speak. And I was like, most time, initially, I couldn't understand some of what she was saying. It's like... What did you say? At that time, my English wasn't broken, but I was speaking a lot more patois. Like, when you said,
no, you did not. It was the opposite. When I met Antonio, he was a very polished young man. Like, when he spoke, I had to hold a dictionary in front of me. You used the longest
yeah,
words.
because you had a lot.
I was like, I remember always trying to say to you, stop trying to impress me and just speak yard. Remember?
Yeah, but I used a lot of. I mean,
but
it wasn't something
that
wasn't
naturally
me putting on anything because I knew a lot of.
But then I quickly realized that naturally that's how he spoke, and it was me that was just bad at English.
Well. All the tables have turned.
I have the accent, but I didn't know the words, and
we did a lot of, and that's one of the things that kind of brought us together too, because at that time you were studying, you were doing your final year, and we would spend hours on the phone, like just working through our assignments and doing work on the phone. And to be honest, it was just a friendship for those months of us communicating.
Yeah, it was
just a friendship, nothing like. Relationship. I remember bringing up relationship, and she was like, "Nah, this ain't gonna work. I mean, you're all the way in Jamaica, I'm in the UK, and plus you're acting too nice. You're acting too nice for this to be true. So I can't even consider you being a boyfriend until I come back to Jamaica and see if the person you are on the phone is actually who you are in person."
Yeah.
And so we just basically talked for hours. I remember coming from school, because that time I was in my A-levels and so forth, and you were in university, and I remember coming from school, talking to you from the moment I get home until like when I look on the phone, when I look outside through my window, morning was coming, so we'll talk for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah,
and sometimes you'll even fall asleep on the phone, and we'll just wake up and we'll just be there.
Yeah.
And throughout that process, I think one of the greatest thing about us getting to know each other was the communication factor.
Yeah.
We were separated by land and water and everything, but we built this great connection as friends, and we got to speak for a while. So that
friendship was the bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the December going into January, and then from December to January coming all the way up to June.
No, we're not going that far in the story.
Yeah, so go.
So yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah, so that's how we met. And then, guys, basically, we're going to tell you guys more about it. But that's how we met. No relationship formed at that time in terms of intimacy. We were just friends for about about 5 months just talking on the phone, nothing clean. Us building each other, communicating, praying over the phone. I'm helping her. It's like I'm an A-level student helping a university student with their assignments. Like,
no, we worked together.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was fun for us. Like, you know, you're young people. We spoke about different things. We spoke about the Bible. We, you know, done a lot of different things. Got to know each other a lot better. And at that time, I was. What year was that?
You was in the final year, third year. You were in third year.
Was I in third year?
Yeah, you were in third year.
Oh wow, yes, I was. I was in my final, like, last 6 months.
So that was 2010. I remember clearly you were finishing up.
I graduated 2010. Yeah. So that was my last few months of university. So, you know, that is, I didn't do dissertation, but that's another story. But that was the final exams, the final submission. So there was a lot of things going on, a lot of late nights and that kind of thing. So instead of me wasting my time speaking on the phone, obviously there was a time difference, 6 hours time difference when we were speaking. So instead of, like, you know, wasting the time speaking, I'm in lectures and all of that, we utilised that time and done my assignments and we done it together.
The communication aspect of things has to be something that is really, really, really developed. It has to become the foundation. But one thing I liked about that time also, we got a chance to think about some of the things that we like and things that we wanted to do and achieve in life. And with some of the things that we spoke about in the early days, I remember us reading through some emails after, you know, when we used to have long conversation and email. In fact, she told me to join Facebook and all those things. And now I do Facebook more than her, and she introduced me to Facebook.
You joined January 2010, because I remember when we were speaking and I said to you, oh, let me add you on Facebook, and you were like, I don't have Facebook.
What's Facebook? At that time, I'm doing high five.
I'm like, you don't have Facebook? Like, who doesn't have Facebook at that time? So he joined in that January. I remember we set it up together. That's funny.
So I remember reading through our emails some time ago, and the things that we said we both like was like traveling. And you were like, oh, I've traveled to Dubai, I've traveled to Canada, traveled to Jamaica, I've traveled all over. I'm like, okay, so you travel from country to country, but I travel from parish to parish. I said, I love to travel too, but I travel from parish to parish. At that time, I didn't even know all 14 parishes in Jamaica, but I knew I liked to travel. Yeah, and that's something I envisioned I wanted to do. But I mean, you know, you basically, we coming together, we got that kind of desire to travel and explore. And it's the reason why we have the platform Travel with the Dawson. It's not just about traveling from locations, but also traveling in terms of where we're coming from, where we're going, our dreams, our aspirations. And it's the same thing for you guys. You coming with us on this journey. You're traveling with us. You're developing. You're becoming your best self. You know, you're learning new things. You're evolving, and that's basically what we're all about. So tonight we shared how we met, and this is the part one of the traveling journey. So we're going to be telling you guys a lot more and sharing a lot of tips and techniques how to develop and build relationship even with the obstacles. And we really want to seek and support those people who might be having long distance relationship, persons who, you know, were struggling with that kind of intimacy or developing communication in those long distance relationships. So yeah, thank you guys. She's tired, she's ready for bed.
It's after 1. Sorry.
But thank you guys so much for taking the time out to listen to us tonight. We really appreciate it. And as always, keep on traveling with the Dawsons. We love you guys. And
thank you
please
so much.
Like, comment, subscribe, and share the videos with your friends and families. There's so much more content that we have for you guys. You don't want to miss what is coming.
We'll have a lot more story times for you. You'll see aspects of our day-to-day life, but we will sit down and speak with you and give you some words of wisdom about how we've managed to reach where we are and what we've been through, so that it can impact and inspire some of you.
Great. So until next time, that's it from Traveling with the Dawsons, and we can't wait to meet with you guys again. God bless you all. So it's always important to know that in all your ways, acknowledge God, and He will direct your path, because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. So if you're traveling with Jesus, you're on the right path. All right, God bless you.
Bye.